New details tonight in the investigation into the murder of 4 University of Idaho students. The Moscow Police Department says they are aware of a 6th person listed on the lease at the apartment where the murder happened, but they say they don't believe that person was there or present during the incident. A lot of information, both new and old, has been circulating about the murders of those 4 students. But what's true and what isn't? News Channel 7's Andrew Bartline verifies what we know and what we don't know about these new details.
Since Moscow police began investigating the brutal murders of 4 University of Idaho students at an off-campus home on November 13, they have claimed it was a targeted attack.
Based on details at the scene, we believe this was an isolated, targeted attack on our victims.
We've told the public very clearly from the beginning that we believe it was a targeted attack.
On Wednesday, the Latah County prosecutor doubled down on those claims, saying investigators believe one of the victims was the intended target. But shortly after that interview aired, the Moscow Police Department issued a statement clarifying what they call, quote, conflicting information, saying, quote, "We have spoken with the Latah County Prosecutor's Office and identified this was a miscommunication. Detectives do not currently know if the residents or any occupants were specifically targeted, but continue to investigate." And then Thursday morning, the Idaho State Police released another statement. "We remained consistent in our belief that this was an intended targeted attack, but have not concluded if the target was the residents or its occupants." So at this time, based on the latest statements from Idaho State Police, this was a targeted attack. However, what remains unclear is if it was someone that was targeted or the home itself. Another new piece of information that's been put out there, Madison and Kaylee were in the same bed when they were killed. That's according to Kaylee's dad, who spoke at the vigil last night.
So then they went to high schools together. Then they started looking at colleges. They came here together. They eventually get into the same apartment together. And in the end, they died together in the same room, in the same bed.
However, the Moscow Police Department has yet to release that information, so we cannot confirm that officially. What we do know, police say 2 victims were found on the 2nd floor and 2 on the 3rd floor. We also know Ethan did not live in the house, but was there the night of the murders. And finally, nearly 3 weeks after the murders, we still do not have a suspect profile at this time.
If you have information, you are asked to contact the Moscow Police Department's tip line. That number is on your screen as we speak, 208-883-7180.